A third lower, 26,120 is where we're at. The Nifty Bank is starting about a third of a percent lower as well, 59,130. The small cap index is down 0.16%. The mid cap index will come up on your screen. And there as well, there's about 200 point cut. That's about a third of a percent cut there, 0.4% actually on the mid cap index as well. So almost 100 points now. So exactly at about 26,100. The Nifty heat map will give you a sense of where we are opening up as far as the 50 stocks go, and then we'll pick it up from there. It's just about 4 or 5 names in the green, and TCS after that TPG deal is the top gainer. Otherwise, I mean, stuff opening on the downside. Hindalco, Nigel was telling us about the Novalco news and Novelis news, beg your pardon. And actually just 45 odd names, 46 odd names in the red at the word go. Surabhi.
Okay, indeed, Hindalco is down about 3%, making it the poorest performing stock on the Nifty right now. There's a whole lot of red on the screen. And it's across the board, really. Shriram Finance, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, Bajaj Finance, SBI. So all of your financial space is weak. Bank Nifty is down about 0.4%. There's HCL Tech on the downside, I can see. There are some consumer names like Eternal, Tata Consumer on the lower side. Reliance itself is lower by about 0.5%. Yesterday, remember, Reliance was a great support for the market. It's starting about 0.5% lower. On the upside, there's Mahindra and Mahindra. Almost all brokerage notes that I saw were calling for levels, well over 4,000, ranging from 4,200 to 4,400 in some cases on that stock. So that's doing pretty well. A little bit of green on Asian Paints. TCS barely positive, just about 0.3, 0.4% up. And then it just starts fizzling out. So right now, this is a down morning. There's no taking away from that. 80 points lower. But the question is, if this dip gets bought and if we can have a green close, that'll be some Friday, Nigel.
Yeah, that will be. The bulls on the back foot to start trade. But hopefully by the end of it, they're going to go into the weekend with their dancing shoes. That said, let's focus on a few stocks on the broader markets. I thought Surabhi will highlight there. Grow. It's growing at least for now. It's up 3.5% in today's trading session. So good uptake is what we're seeing. Physics wala, yesterday I think the low was around 122 rupees. From there, the stock has seen a good recovery. Remember, there is limited float on all these stocks, but that one for now is up close to around 3%, and it's recovered all of yesterday's losses. So at least some green on that particular name. What's losing out? Hindalco. That's seeing some selling. And since there is some strength that we're seeing on the dollar index, which is at a 6-month high, you have, LME-related names, aluminum-related names. Nalco as well is a little bit softish. I think you have NTPC that's a little bit soft. Even Tata Steel actually has seen some kind of profit taking just to kickstart trade. Other stocks that are in focus today, well, Lakshmi Dental, that's up close to around 4%, but volume's not very, very high on that particular name. While on the losing end, Hindalco's, yes, one of the top losers out there. But besides that, not too much to talk about. NetWeb is giving up some part of the weight that it put in yesterday. It's down close to around 3%. And you have JTL as well, that's down close to around 2%. Promoter has been buying, I think, more than 10 lakh shares in this week itself. AWL, agribusiness, 6.6% equity has changed hands. Vivek had alerted us. Likely to happen. Bang on. It's happened.
No, absolutely. And, lots of transactions and deals, etc. will continue. 1,600 stocks are lower and about 700 stocks are higher as we start. So that's the picture overall in that sense. We've, of course, addressed NetWeb once in a while. That's kind of the licensed player to sell NVIDIA gear in India and actually around Southeast Asia as well. That is down 3% after that big AI sell-off last night. But as somebody was pointing out, this TCS deal with TPG to build out the data center, that's the other side, right? Which basically shows that, and that's what I think the Persistent CEO was telling us earlier, the business momentum is there. And the story is absolutely right, but markets, of course, try to discount all of that now, and that sometimes becomes a problem. Too much upfront, perhaps. Keep an eye out on Reliance as well, because RIL was one of the big reasons why the market looked so buoyant, right? Wednesday's close was 15.18 or so. It closed at about 15.50 yesterday. This morning started lower, is recovered 10 rupees, 11 rupees already, RIL. So that's a big one, right, to keep an eye out on. Otherwise, I think the market breadth is slightly negative. It's still too early, nothing dramatic. Hindalco is down 2.5%. Some of the silver Bs is down about 1.6%. Supreme is down about 2% or so. So just kind of scattered kind of price action as we look at things at this point. TBO Tech on the upside. TBO Tech is coming up with about a 2.5% pop. There is Anupam Rasayan, which is up 2%. Rights is up 3% this morning. South Indian Bank is up about 1.33%. Saman Capital, it's coming up with about a 1% pop. Pretty violent price action last 3 days. But it's coming up with, it's the fourth largest volume-led gainer. In terms of volumes, it's the fourth largest. And so that's the reason why I'm mentioning it. Credit Access is up about 2%. So yeah, there's enough and more which is coming up on our screens as we start this day. 60 points lower is what we have on the index all told with about 3 minutes into market open.